Welcome back. Today we're running through this week's IPOs, two that just hit the market and one coming up next week, so you know exactly which new listings are worth watching. For each one, we'll hit the business, the IPO itself, the outlook, and an educational trade plan, so stick around to the end. Hey everyone, today, let's dive into Cardigan Inc., a promising player in the healthcare sector, specifically in the biotechnology industry. Cardigan is dedicated to tackling cardiovascular diseases, which are unfortunately a leading cause of death worldwide. Their innovative approach revolves around developing medicines that directly address the underlying issues of primary and secondary cardiomyopathies that can lead to heart failure. What sets Cardigan apart is their proprietary research and development platform that leverages AI-based tools combined with real-world clinical data and cardiac-specific analytics. This unique integration helps them design clinical studies more effectively, screen patients efficiently, and track efficacy in a meticulous manner. They also use Prolio's advanced cardiovascular data collection and analytics platform, which includes FDA-cleared algorithms. This focus on innovation and technology positions Cardigan as a key player in the ever-evolving biopharmaceutical landscape. Now, let's get into the juicy details of Cardigan's IPO. They officially made their market debut on June 18, 2026, with an offer size of a whopping $400 million. The initial price band was set between $14 and $16 per share, and they ultimately priced their shares at the higher end of that range at $16. Fast forward to today, and Cardigan is listed on the NASDAQ exchange. Currently, their shares are trading at around $20.49, which is a decrease of about 6.86% from the IPO price. While this may seem concerning for some, it's not unusual to see stock fluctuations in the early days post-IPO. It's important to keep an eye on how they adapt and grow in the market, especially in a competitive field like biotechnology. Looking ahead, the outlook for Cardigan presents a mixed bag. In the short term, the stock has seen some downward movement since its IPO, which may cause some investors to be cautious. However, for those with a longer-term view, there is significant potential for growth if Cardigan continues to innovate and successfully bring their cardiovascular treatments to market. An educational entry plan could be to consider purchasing shares on dips, provided you believe in their long-term vision and capabilities. An exit strategy might involve setting a target based on future milestones or major announcements related to their product pipeline. But remember, with great potential comes great risk. Key risks to watch out for include regulatory hurdles and stiff competition in the biopharmaceutical arena. As always, do your research and stay informed. Hey everyone! Today, let's dive into First Carolina Financial Services Inc., a fresh face in the financial sector. This company operates as a bank holding company for First Carolina Bank, providing a wide array of commercial banking services to both individuals and businesses across the United States. They cater to various needs, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to more complex services like commercial financing and wealth management. Their industry falls under banks, regional, which means they primarily focus on serving local communities. So whether you're looking for personal banking solutions or business financing options, First Carolina is geared up to meet those needs. It's an exciting company to look out for in the financial services landscape. Now, let's discuss the IPO details. First Carolina Financial Services was officially listed on the New York Stock Exchange (XNYS) on June 18, 2026. The company aimed to raise $68.75 million with an initial price band set between $14 and $16 per share. However, the final price landed a bit lower at $12.50. As of now, the stock is trading at $12.61, which indicates a slight uptick since its debut. This movement could be indicative of early interest in the stock, but it also shows that the market is still finding its footing with this new player. Keep an eye on how it performs in the coming days as it settles into its trading rhythm. Looking ahead, the short-term outlook for First Carolina Financial Services seems cautiously optimistic. As the market continues to digest this new listing, we might see some volatility in the stock price. But given the robust offerings of First Carolina, there's potential for stability. In the long term, Their growth within the regional banking sector could present significant opportunities if they can effectively capture market share and retain customers. Now, if you're considering an entry point, one educational strategy would be to watch for a dip below the current trading price, perhaps in the $12 to $12.50 range, as a potential entry. For exits, setting a target around $14 could be a reasonable approach, especially if the stock shows strong momentum. However, keep in mind that one of the key risks here is the broader economic environment, which can affect banking operations. Always do your research before diving in. Today, let's dive into DPC Holdings Limited, an upcoming IPO that's generating quite a buzz in the tech sector. DPC is all about providing innovative solutions for digital infrastructure and cloud services. In a world where businesses are increasingly relying on technology to streamline operations and enhance productivity, DPC is positioning itself as a key player. They're set to compete against some established tech giants, which isn't an easy feat, but their unique approach and commitment to innovation may just give them the edge they need. As we continue to see the digital landscape evolve, companies like DPC that offer cutting-edge solutions could become essential partners for businesses looking to thrive in this tech-driven era. Now, let's talk about the upcoming IPO details for DPC Holdings Limited. They are gearing up for a listing on June 25, 2026, and the excitement is palpable. The price band for this IPO is expected to be between $28 and $32, making it a potentially attractive entry point for investors. With an impressive offer size of approximately $746.67 million. DPC is aiming to secure significant capital to fuel its growth and expansion plans. The shares will be traded on the XNYS exchange, which is known for its robust trading environment. As the listing date approaches, it will be interesting to see how the market responds to this new player and how the pricing aligns with investor sentiment. Looking ahead, let's explore the outlook and trade plan for DPC Holdings Limited. In the short term, investors should keep an eye on the initial market reception after the listing. The days and weeks following an IPO can be quite volatile, so it's essential to be prepared for fluctuations in stock price. In the long term, if DPC successfully executes its business strategy and continues to innovate, it could present significant growth potential for investors. However, it's crucial to remember that the tech sector is highly competitive, with established giants always posing a threat. Thus, a key risk to consider is how well DPC can differentiate itself and capture market share. For an educational entry and exit plan, investors might consider entering at the lower end of the price band, with an eye on longer-term growth, while setting realistic targets for exits based on performance and market conditions. If this breakdown helped you out, do me a quick favor, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss an IPO analysis. And before you go, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Where do you see this one heading? What's the high and the low you're expecting? Are you bullish or bearish? And would you actually buy it? And drop the name or ticker of any other stock or IPO you want me to review next, and I'll cover it in an upcoming video. This is for education purposes only, not financial advice. Trade safe. And join my free Telegram channel for daily alerts with exact entry and exit prices. The link is in the description.